Hey there, welcome to my channel. I'm your host. And today we're going to be answering the question, what do koalas eat? This is a rather simple question that has a very interesting answer. So let's jump right into it. But why do they eat these leaves? Well, that's because koalas live in eucalyptus forests. And when they started to evolve around 10 million years ago, they co-evolved with the eucalyptus tree. Eucalyptus trees produce these oils and turn them into chemical compounds. In fact, studies have shown that each individual koala has its own preference for certain types of eucalyptus leaves. They will strip the bark off of the branches and eat it during times of drought when there are not many leaves available. However, their diet is mostly made up of leaves. This means that some koalas will refuse to eat certain leaves that others will happily munch on. However, sometimes when they are scared, they will eat more eucalyptus leaves to produce more gas. This, of course, makes the predator following them think that they have found a stash of rotting meat. To the predator, it smells like death, so it will usually leave the koala alone. Once again, the eucalyptus leaves come in handy for the koala, saving their life yet again. Well, it's because the leaves of other plants do not contain the necessary nutrients that koalas need to survive. Koalas have special enzymes in their gut that allow them to digest this sugar and use it for energy. However, these enzymes do not come without a price. I hope you learned something new and fascinating about koalas and their diet. If you did, please hit that like button and share this video with someone who loves koalas. We'd really appreciate it. Also, let us know in the comments below what you think is the weirdest fact about koalas. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time on. By consuming the leaves, the koala's guts have become home to many different microbes. These microbes help break down the leaves, but they also produce gases that can be smelled by humans as a rather unpleasant odor. Yes, that's right. Koalas are known for their rather stinky farts. Their digestive system has evolved specifically to break down and digest the leaves of eucalyptus trees. Other plants simply won't provide them with the nutrition they need, and they could even make the koalas sick. This is another reason why koalas are so picky about what they eat. It's almost like some koalas are more picky eaters than others. 8. These chemicals help protect the tree from being eaten by insects, fungi, bacteria, and even other animals. They work as a natural pesticide and a defense mechanism against those who would try to eat them. However, these chemicals are not good for the koala's liver and kidneys if consumed in too high of quantities. Therefore, koalas need to be very picky about which eucalyptus leaves they choose to eat. Generally, the older and tougher the leaves are, the more toxins they contain. So koalas will usually eat the new sprouts and buds of the tree. This is because the younger leaves contain less of these harmful toxins and are therefore safer for the koalas to consume. So as the tree evolved, so did the koala to be able to eat its leaves. Koalas are well known for their rather strange diet, which consists almost entirely of eucalyptus leaves, and the koalas have become very specialized to only eat a few of them. In fact, they prefer the leaves of the blue gum and swamp mahogany eucalyptus trees the most. These trees are found along the eastern coast of Australia and Tasmania. This is also where koalas are primarily found. However, there are many different species of eucalyptus trees, around 700 or so. But why do koalas prefer these types of eucalyptus trees? Well, it has to do with the chemicals within the leaves. But not all koalas will eat the same type of eucalyptus leaves. In addition to the leaves, koalas will also occasionally eat the flowers, fruits, and even bark of eucalyptus trees. So why don't koalas eat other types of plants? Although eucalyptus leaves are not very nutritious, they are high in a sugar called desylose. When koalas are threatened, they will often climb up into trees to escape. Well, that's all the time we have for today.